I'm using mini braids to grow my natural hair long. This is my week of 5 mini braids update. Let's get into today's video. So my scalp is looking okay actually after this week. I didn't do too bad where it came to breaking out with dermatitis, and it's looking okay. However, I am still going to wash my hair, as I'm trying to wash my hair every week during this challenge. Of course, washing your hair once a week might go a bit contrary to what some of us believe, so I'm just letting you know that that's a personal choice on myself, and you can actually wash your hair every other week. That's absolutely fine. Just make sure that your scalp is clean and you have a good basis for growing your natural hair. Welcome back to all my new and returning subscribers. I really appreciate each and every one of you stopping by my channel and checking out my content. I'm showing you briefly there some of the growth that I've received so far being on this challenge for 5 weeks. As you know, in my previous video I did redo the edges, and so it's looking really neat again, and I'm loving the way my mini braids are looking, and you can see my hair is thickening quite well as well, and so I'm very happy with how my hair is growing so far, being 5 weeks in. I wanted to also use this video as an opportunity to go over some of the questions I may have answered in my QA on my videos, just in case this is the first video you're seeing on this channel. So I'm going to be doing a Q&A as you watch me go through my wash day hair routine. So I'm just going to be doing a standard wash day hair in this video for you, and we talk about being consistent, doing the same things, good things over and over again, and we're going to get good results. I can find these middle weeks of this challenge quite boring, and my hair is just just tagging along, but I know that probably by the time I get to week 10 or so, I'm going to really be seeing growth, and so I'm motivated to get to those weeks. So in the middle weeks, we just continue to do what we do. We wash our hair, we moisturize it, we seal it, and we leave it alone for a week, applying our virgin hair fertilizer to our hair. And that's all we do to get good results. We stay consistent. Just a quick word on the products I use during this wash day before I get into the Q&As. Use standard products. I'm working through my stash because I am recovering product junkie. I use that term lightly. I've got lots of products that need finishing, and so every wash day I'm trying to use different products, just showing you that really it's not products that grow your hair, it's being consistent with the hair practices that grow it. So every week you have to say, I change my hair products. I do stay consistent with my Esca and my virgin hair fertilizer, and now I'm trying to seal my hair with castor oil. But apart from that, the other products are quite interchangeable. Also, during this wash day, I do use a flaxseed spritz. I'm going to be doing a separate video on that, so look out for that on the Raider spritz that I use to strengthen my hair during these challenges, because I think you'll find those really interesting. So the first question I'm going to answer is from one of my subscribers, and she asks, do I use any oil or sealants as such as when I'm transitioning? So I transitioned from mini twists directly to these mini braids, and so she was asking me, do I use anything like oil or sealant on my hair to transition from twists to braids? And yes, I do. I always vouch for the LCO method. I believe in a cream or conditioner or one of my herbal mixtures, and then I seal that in with oil or grease, and so I always make sure that my hair is quite moisturized to touch. Another sort of question that I get goes contrary to what I've talked about, letting your hair breathe between protective styles. So I was asked, just why didn't you let your hair have a couple of weeks out before you reinstalled it? Number one, I was being really lazy, so I wanted to just use the same partings to transition the style over, because it's quite small mini twists that I had in, and they were perfect for doing the mini braids. The second thing is, because my hair was in mini twists, I actually got a lot of treatments in, and so I was able to transition straight to the braids. So where you are transitioning from long-term protective style on your own natural hair, it's okay to transition onto another thing. So for example, if I wanted to translate these mini braids back to mini twists, I could do that, and that's a fantastic way of actually just growing your hair long term. If you think about those locks, really they don't comb through their hair a lot, and they get a lot of length retention, so that's fantastic for getting length retention on your hair. Another one of the questions from my subscribers was, do I oil my hair every night? I think they're referring to the fact that I use the virgin hair fertilizer in the video. At the moment, I'm only using virgin hair fertilizer once per week. I've gotten really lazy, guys, with this wash day routine, and I don't oil my hair more than twice per week. So no, I don't oil my hair every night because it's oil, it stays on there a little while. And also you've got to give your own natural oils time to actually settle into your hair as well. Your hair does produce sebum, which is, you know, natural oil. So I do try to work with that as well, because that's fantastic for your hair as well. So I don't oil my scalp every night. Next question is, what's my regimen like? And I try to do these weekly videos to show you my regimen, but I've also posted on the community wall example of regimens that you might want to follow if you're on this challenge. Of course, your natural hair care is down to you, but every single week I wash my hair, and then as you can see in these videos, these very repetitive videos, but I do try to give you some additional information to not make it be as boring. I wash my hair, I condition my hair, I apply all of these in my hair together, I let that sit for about 10 minutes, then I rinse it off, then I go in with my Escal. I spray all my hair with Escal. I put virgin hair fertilizer on my scalp, and then I seal that with grease, or I use castor oil, and that's my regimen. And I do this every single week, so that's my routine of how I do that. Of course, you're welcome to put some additional steps into this regimen, which I am going to be doing in some of my upcoming videos. I'm going to be doing a henna treatment because I'm trying to get in about 6 henna treatments this year. So that's one like every other month. And so I'm due to have one. I did have one in mini twist, and so I'm going to be doing one of that. You're also welcome as well to do any sort of styling, whatever you want to do in between that on your regimen. You can say, I'm going to do a braid out on my braids every week or whatever it is. So you're welcome to like adapt that for your own needs. Leads on nicely to what's in the bottle. This was a question on, I think it's week 2 video, what's in my bottles. My bottles are quite, I use a lot of different mixtures in my bottles, and sometimes you see me spraying away. It's not always Escal that's in my Escal bottles. I also use my Escal bottles to have some of my DIY mixes, and it's some of the products that I'm trying to work on for my hair, because some of these spritz, they actually have quite quick expiration dates. But the goodness that they give to your hair, I need to sort of like add a preservative in them. So I tend to use flaxseed. I tend to use henna. Sometimes I mix flaxseed and henna together to make a tea rinse. Sometimes I add in fenugreek powder. And so I'm working with some Avedas in my bottles to spray in my hair. And those mixtures in my bottle is to strengthen my hair. And as I said, I'm really trying to get some products out. Some of the things that I just put together, and they seem to work so well, especially the henna mixtures, out as some products for you to purchase. But at the moment you can make them because they're quite easy DIYs to do. I do also want to take this time to thank all of my subscribers. You've been so good over these challenges, really motivating me to continue, and I really love reading your comments. A lot of you saying my hair is gorgeous, that it's growing nicely, and I'm so grateful for your comments. I'm so grateful that you take the time to watch my videos and to comment. So thank you so much. If you've not yet subscribed, hit the subscribe button. I make videos on doing natural hair, very simple natural hair care, growing your natural hair in 2023. I've created playlists to that end. I've created playlists about growing your hair in mini braids, mini twists, etc. So check them all out. There's loads of information here on Simply Shev. And once again, thank you so much for all your support. On my week 3 video, one of my subscribers asked me about single strand knots. I don't get as many single strand knots in mini braids, and that's another reason why I love mini braids. In my mini twist, this was a real challenge, and if you know about single strand knots, one of the problems is that it can actually start to acquire more knots, and before you know, you're gonna have to do a big cut. And so in mini braids, I don't get so much single strand knots. A great tip to avoid single strand knots, and that's where your hair is knotting around each other, creates a ball, etc., and a point of breakage, is to oil your ends. So get some olive oil or anything like that and just add it onto your ends to avoid that. Someone asked me what product do you use to get thick hair. If you know anything about my natural hair journey, you would have known that I've actually had much thinner hair than this, which was a result of breakage, but my hair is on the lower density side anyway. I'm using fenugreek, I'm using flaxseed, I'm using castor oil, and those are the main products that I use for thickening. But I can say that one of the main ways to actually thicken your hair is to leave it alone. So I believe that the mini braids by themselves is doing a fantastic job of thickening. When I look at the new growth that's coming out versus the ends of my hair, you can definitely tell the difference in thickness, and so mini braids is doing a great job of also thickening my hair. Shout out to Ruth Jimu, who just says hello. So hello back, Ruth, if you're watching. I really love the support, as I said before on my channel. You all are so fantastic. Thank you. So there's a quick Q&A. I will try to do another one before the end of the challenge. If you have any questions, any comments, anything like that, put them down below in the comment section. I love to hear from you. Also, by commenting, you're really supporting this channel. Give this video a like. Also, that also helps to push it up in the algorithm. And once again, I'm so grateful. Back to the video and my wash day. You've seen I've given my hair a wash. I just chose products at random to do the wash day, putting the moisturizer in my hair as necessary and sealing that. And I'm actually just plaiting my hair. Not quite sure why I did that. Not quite sure why. Maybe I wanted to do a braid out, but I think in the end I took those out. Yeah, I did take them out because I didn't want to curl it. So you're welcome to do another braid out from your braids. That's a nice look, but I wanted to just let them hang because it was hanging so nicely. And I've got good length now, so I just let them be, and then I wore my trusted bun. My hair has been bunning. I'm gonna do a video now. I wear my hair every day so you can see how I style my mini braids, and I will see you again in my next video. Thank you so much for watching, and I really appreciate each and every one of you.